As of the moment, the total value of Bitcoin, the most popular and highest valued crypto on the market, comes to an estimated $1.5 trillion. In addition to that, there's no governing body that regulates the crypto, and this has been a growing concern among different countries. So what measures has the US government been taking to control the crypto market? Tune in to know more about today's topic. As of late, the regulatory and tax nets of America are closing in on the $1.9 trillion cryptocurrencies market. On August 9, 2021, Biden's current administration regarding the US $1.9 trillion infrastructure bill got held up by a dispute over the tax reporting requirements for crypto. Biden's administration has enough bipartisan support to pass, yet they still got caught up over this wrangle. For a while now, there have been talks regarding the negotiations over competing amendments to the bill. One of the biggest concerns in these negotiations was concerns about the parties involved in cryptocurrency sectors. Should they be exempt from the bill's tax reporting requirements? And if so, should there be an imposing obligation on cryptocurrency brokers and potentially others to report transactions to the Internal Revenue Service? It's a well-known fact that the IRS taxes profits on the trading of crypto assets as capital gains, specifically those that are reported. The new administration under Biden dictates that they raise US $28 billion over a decade, and of course, this declaration resulted in quite the frenzy in the crypto industry. The bill originally wanted to extend its coverage beyond the brokers as well as other crypto-related parties that were involved, which includes the miners and software developers, which is a difficult task concerning the nature of crypto. As we all know, cryptocurrency has a system of decentralized nature and blockchains which were designed to deliver anonymity, a feat that became one of its most appealing factors, but also makes it hard to collect and trace data of its origin, rendering it impossible for the bill to push through. One of the biggest advocacies of the opposing amendment was to exclude all participants other than those conducting transactions on exchanges where consumers buy, sell, or trade digital assets. On the other hand, the bill that the White House supports is in favor of including a wider range of participants in the reporting regimen. The compromise that took place on the weekend would have clarified the definition of a broker and ensured that software developers, transaction validators, and other non-brokers weren't included, but it still could have captured a broader range of activities. But if anything, the lines are still blurry. No conclusion has been met. One of the senior Democrats, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, has voiced her support for the compromise, claiming that it would make meaningful progress on tackling tax evasion in the cryptocurrency market. However, the failure to reflect that compromise in the legislation was a blow to the industry and its supporters. On the other hand, Senator Ted Cruz of the Republican Party and a native of Texas said the Senate had, by failing to amend the bill, taken steps that would obliterate the industry in the U.S. The state of Texas is a major center for cryptocurrency activity and stands to benefit from the exit of miners and others from China during a drastic crackdown on Bitcoin in that country. There's still a chance for the legislation to be revised in the House. However, it's almost certain to be approved in substance because there's a cross-party support for regulation of a sector that falls through the cracks of the existing system. It's no secret that a lot of individuals and parties have turned to cryptocurrency for tax evasion, money laundering, ransomware attacks, and drug dealings, to name a few. Gary Gensler, the newly appointed Securities and Exchange Commission chairman, has expressed his intentions and wants Congress to give the SEC more explicit authority to regulate cryptocurrencies, trading venues, stablecoins, exchange-traded crypto asset funds, and the decentralized finance sector. But how could they exercise their power when the SEC and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission can't even agree on whether crypto assets are securities or commodities? Even they're not sure on whose jurisdiction they will fall into and who will be responsible for them. Yellen has anticipated specific new regulations on stablecoins, digital currencies backed by traditional currencies or commodities, which are regarded as more of a threat to fiat currencies, payment systems, and financial stability than, say, bitcoins. But the US isn't the only one who's keeping a keen eye on cryptocurrency. There's no denying the number of users the market has, and that can also topple the balance in the financial system. That being said, regulators and central banks are paying a closer look at crypto assets, and some even have exerted several actions to their growing concerns. Take, for example, Europe. There's been word of pushing for a pan-European regulator of crypto assets within the European Securities and Markets Authority amid concerns about their growing role in illegal activity, the lack of consumer protections, and the lack of regulation of crypto exchanges, clearinghouses, and brokers. China, as one of the biggest crypto mining industries back then, has forcibly shut down its mining facilities earlier this year to curb money laundering that's been prominent in the country. Cryptocurrency's anonymous nature has been a welcome ground for money laundering and other illegal transactions, which creates financial stability issues, provides the motivation for crackdown along with the extreme energy intensity of Bitcoin mining and China's own ambitions with its digital yuan. The biggest threat to crypto assets? Anonymity. While some view motivates the US legislation in a positive light by enforcing several regulations and providing legislators' endorsement of the credibility of crypto assets, which help make them another form of currency or investment, transparency could rob crypto assets of the libertarian, anti-establishment flavor that's played a key role to their development. This problem cannot be handled by the US government alone. What's needed and a better option is to cooperate with other countries, governments, and central banks, as well as securities regulators, to impose an ordinance and limitations on a sector that's been allowed to grow massively in a matter of years in an almost unrestrained manner. The volatility of cryptocurrency and how it's easily influenced by various factors. More and more people are joining the crypto bandwagon for the chance to earn more in the short or long run, but preferably in the short run. As one of the wealthiest men in the world, there's no doubt that Tesla and SpaceX founder and CEO Elon Musk exercise a great influence on the public, whether he wants to or not. Musk's actions have highlighted a growing concern on the crypto market, one that involves his Twitter account. With a single tweet, he has the power to raise or dampen the value of several cryptocurrencies in the market, which is quite the problem for investors and regulators. Earlier this year, Musk announced that his company Tesla bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, and in addition to that, will start accepting said crypto as a form of payment. The company claimed that they bought BTC for more flexibility to further diversify and maximize returns on our cash. The result of this bold action saw a significant rise in the crypto market value and even encouraged more people to buy digital currencies. Even the simple act of adding the hashtag Bitcoin on Musk's Twitter bio pushed up the price of the crypto on the market. But in June 2021, Musk withdrew his support from BTC, wherein he posted a tweet that suggested he'd fallen out of love with the popular crypto. In a matter of minutes, the price of Bitcoin fell, wherein it had seen a 4.3% drop at $36,925.74 as of 4:03 p.m. ET on June 4, 2021. Because of this, Musk has received a lot of criticism and backlash from the crypto industry, such as venture capitalist Nick Carter. As the moment, Musk has expressed his support for the meme-based crypto Dogecoin, even has plans on putting it on the moon. But Nick Carter is not having any of it and thinks that the eccentric billionaire's enthusiasm for Dogecoin is disconcerting, since it's mainly used as a vehicle for speculation. Unfortunately, a lot of retail punters are going to lose money on Dogecoin in the long term because there's really not much there in terms of interesting technology. Carter, co-founder of Castle Island Ventures and data firm Coinmetrics, told CNBC's Street Science Europe back on February 10, 2021. The CEO of Galaxy Digital, Mike Novotskratz, also agreed with Carter's opinions. Dogecoin reminds me a lot of GameStop, Novotskratz told CNBC's Squawk Box. It's a meme, he said. It's a funny for a little bit, but now it's a market valuation where people are going to lose lots of money in Doge. Bitcoin has a real purpose, Ethereum has a real purpose, lots of stablecoins have a real purpose. Doge is kind of a meme, kind of a joke. Because of this, Musk and the SEC have agreed back in 2019 that his tweets are to be monitored and have certain limitations. But on June 1st of this year, it was reported that Tesla has failed to oversee their CEO's tweets. In the face of Mr. Musk's repeated refusals to submit his cover uncovered written communications on Twitter to Tesla for pre-approval. We're very concerned by Tesla's repeated determinations that there have been no policy violations because of purported carve-outs, the SEC wrote in response, the journal reported. Despite cryptocurrency's volatile market, more and more people are taking part in the industry for fear of missing out. FOMO. Whatever the case or reason you enter the market, just keep in mind to only invest in what you can afford to lose. Since we're running out of time, we'll be wrapping up today's video about the Nets closing in on the $2.6 trillion crypto industry. We'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.